Hey there. So there's a pretty powerful energy rocking through the universe right now. Happy Tu B'Shvat, happy full moon in Leo. And I've been pondering and reflecting on a few things today, and I wanted to share. It feels like there is definitely a sense of being able to see things clearly right now, and also to transform patterns. So it feels like a good time for reflecting on different aspects. So I want to review about 4 things that I've been reflecting on today, and maybe some of it will resonate for you. Maybe it's connected to what's happening on the planet right now, or some of the astrological aspects and the earth aspects. So number 1 is, what things or people or environments do you feel caught up in right now that pull you away from your center? So that could be a felt sense of getting pulled out of your center. That could be a felt sense of getting pulled out of your center. It could be just an inner knowing. If there's a felt sense of it, can you describe it? So it's like, okay, this thing or environment or individual or people, I feel out of self or out of my center in this environment. What does that feel like? Does it have a texture? Is there a location to it? Is there a weight or a lack of weight? Is there shape? Sometimes it's temperature. So that's the first reflection. Number 2 is, where are you directing most of your energy right now? When you think of that, like the majority of your energy, where is it being directed? And if you could just take 11 to 33% of that energy, and I just like those numbers, 11 to 33% of that energy, and put it in a different meaningful space, where would that energy go? So that's number 2. And let's say you go into that different space that's more meaningful. That's another good place to work on somatic awareness and mental awareness too. Like, how do I feel? Where's it in my body? What is my mental state like? Number 3, when the impulse to do something overrides the joy of the actual thing you're wanting to do, often it's a good time to pause and ponder your intention. So just to repeat that, when the action of doing the thing that brings you joy, or that you want to do to bring you joy, takes over the joy itself, can we take a pause? Can we go, okay, wait, hold on, I can get it. Sometimes that is somatic. Sometimes there's a felt sense that the doing is overriding the actual joy itself. So good time to pause, notice that. And that actually reminds me of this really amazing woman who lived to be 102. Her name was Charlotte Selver. She was a German woman who basically was like the mother of humanistic psychology and somatic psychology, if you will. And she had a quote I really liked that was, "We need to give up this doing and be a human being." So it's like this essence of, we're always human doing instead of human being. Number 4, and this is a funny aspect for myself, when you feel limited by time, or like time is your ruler, it's usually a good time to laugh at the ridiculous mystical power of the universe, because it's like we have no control. So I just had to share that. It's like, okay, a lot of us feel ruled by time or overwhelmed by time and this concept of time. And so that was just another message that came to me today to reflect on. And I don't know if that's helpful for you. But then while I was writing that, because this video is actually my last Instagram post in writing, as I was writing that one, a hummingbird flew through these bars here in front of my face, didn't go for the flower, and just buzzed there and like looked at me, and I looked at it, and I put down my phone while I was typing and lingered for a while, and then she left, or he left. And I was like, oh wow, that's interesting, and I wrote that down. And then the funniest part, which is, so as I wrote apropos me, is that then I went through these reflections and I just did a final edit because I had them in writing. And as I was editing and doing the final edit of that exact same number 4, the same hummingbird came back through the metal patio gate in the same spot, flew right in front of my face again, but this time it chirped and then left. So that's clearly something that I need to look at, is this concept of being overwhelmed by time or ruled by time. So I hope that's helpful for some of you, and yeah, have a blessed full moon and easeful transition into February.